Welcome, fives of all types. I stand before you today with bad news. Last week, the YouTuber Smallishbeans burned our diamond brother. Although he tried to hide it, you could see him suffering and screaming in the background. We need to fight against this ugly ogre and show him that 5 is the magic number. TNT 5? Go, my brother. Show him there is a reason behind 5 always being the number of builds he has to do. Stop there, you!
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Well, that's awkward.
Indeed it is, and it's also very weird. What is up, guys? Smallishbeans here, and welcome back to a new video where today I'm going to be building 5 builds for 5 aggressive mobs. Are you ready, mobs? Aye aye, skeleton. Let's get building. Our first mob is the creeper. These guys are very green and like to explode. So, seeing as creepers have a tendency to explode, I thought I'd build a house that is very explosion proof. So I decided to build it out of bedrock, which is not something I normally build out of because, to be honest, it's probably one of the most hideous blocks, but you know what? With a bit of chiseled stone, it actually looks alright. So I built this weird sort of fort castle thing, which you'll see in a second has this weird middle section, and I even made it look like a proper creeper's house as I built the creeper face on each side of the house as well. And because of the way the roof is built, it looks like the creeper's wearing a nice little hat, which is pretty cute. But my main theme for this build was calm, serenity, and just a relaxing environment for these creepers to live in. We don't want anything to stress them out and set them off, as they will explode and destroy everything and to kill themselves as well, to be honest. So we added in quite a few features on the inside, which were nice and relaxing, a lovely environment for the creepers to just sit back, chill out, watch a bit of TV, maybe a bit of Netflix, you never know. Actually, maybe not Netflix, as Netflix doesn't exist, as this is Minecraft. However, we've got a nice little creeper rug, and this outside is another bit of serenity for the creepers, as we have a garden, a lovely garden for them to just relax and recuperate. Let's have a look around. So here is the lovely pathway up to the house, past this beautiful stream surrounded by flowers, lily pads, everything you could ever need. We've got a lovely bridge over the stream as well, leading us to the front door where we have our beautiful creeper rug, nice and well lit as there's glowstone underneath it. And all the basic tools a creeper could ever need, such as chests, anvils, furnaces, and crafting tables, which they can't use as they've got no hands. However, there is some armor here, which they may have collected from people they have exploded next to. Enchanting area as well, a music box in case I want to listen to some serene music. I've also got some flowers on some windowsills. I really like the staircases on this build. This one here goes up this side and you get to this floor where you have a bath. Nice little bath, you get a nice view outside the window, relaxing. Exactly what a creeper could use. Maybe here they want to just, you know, have a bit of fun, do a bit of bouncing on some slime, unload a bit of stress maybe. Lovely. Here we've got some artwork they can just sit and admire whilst listening to some music. We've got all the different choices of music there for them to listen to. Beautiful. We also have 3 balconies looking out as well over different biomes. You've got like a swampy biome over there. Over this side you've got a roofed forest if you like that. And then this side you've got like a sort of mountainous biome as well. Just lots of options for viewing. Up the spiral staircase though takes us to the bedrooms where we've got a bedroom there, there and there. All green of course. So we've got space for plenty of creepers. And the final floor is just the one with all the windows. Look how much light is up here. So serene, so beautiful. We've got some flowers letting off oxygen, making you feel all happy. We've got some balconies out here as well, which they can go out and look around the different biomes as well. A very serene, very beautiful creeper house. Next up, we have blazes. Blazes like fire. They don't like people and live in the nether. Now, because blazes love fire, they hate people, I decided let's stay away from anything water or life related. So I decided let's build inside this desert here. As for the house, however, I decided I'll build out some of those red nether bricks to give them a taste of home. Also the quartz blocks as well come from the nether, so they're feeling well at home even though they're in the middle of a desert, away from everyone. The main thing I was going in for when I was building this house is fire. So I gave this house 2 huge chimneys with 3 fireplaces. There's one over there as you can see, and then there's 2 on the chimney closest to us, one on the 2nd floor and one on the ground floor. As for the rest of the house, Decorating was a bit tricky as I don't really know what blazes enjoy. They don't really need anything calm and relaxing as they're not going to explode like creepers. Instead, I just decided to give them some like nice places to chill out by the fires. So there's a lot of sofas / chairs near the fires. And I also used black glass. I'm not sure why. I think it's because in the Nether it's very dark, and that was why, because black is dark in colour. Yeah, so there you can see one of the fireplaces, and you'll see me add in a few of the bits of furniture here, as well as the lovely staircase up the top level, obviously using nether brick stairs as the chairs. Hey, that rhymed, and I didn't know I could do it. Also placed some human heads around instead of zombie heads for a little bit of decoration. So here is the final design with the smoke coming out the chimneys. Instead of using cobwebs like I usually would, blazes let off quite a dark smoke, so I used grey wool, which I think is very fitting. We obviously have an iron door here because I didn't want anything in this house to be built out of wood, because blazes would set fire to that, and that's not fun. And no, I didn't mean to say wood as a pun there. Here we got some furnaces and anvils, which they can use their fire to heat. We got this lovely little coffee table and chairs here sitting by this massive fire over here. Look how big that fire is. All the smoke going out the chimney. Lovely. Gold armor, because I don't know, I feel like they just like gold. Some blaze powder around. We've got another fireplace over here. Bit more cozy this one with the low ceiling. Very nice, lovely fireplace, more gold armor. A lot of decorative blocks are made out of wood, which is why I struggled to put some in. Upstairs there we have the bedroom, which yes, these have got bits of wood on the bottom and can burn, but we're going to take the risk because Blazers needs to sleep as well, okay? And we got the other fireplace up here. I really like this system of having the fireplace here and then having like a little hole in it so the chimney, the smoke can rise up to the top. Very lovely indeed, and now I'm trapped in it. Oops. No wooden chests, I had to use ender chests, but all in all, a lovely little house fit for Blazes to live in. Next up, we have zombies. These guys hate the sun, love carrots, and also love gold nuggets. So I went into this idea of a house where they can stay there throughout the day but can get around without having to burn in the sunlight, and then they can leave it at night and go out and do their zombie things, whatever they are. So we decided to make this lovely house here out of spruce wood at the top of a mountain, and you'll notice that I'm placing in lots of corridors there because those corridors are going to have roofs on them so the zombies can wander around to their carrot farm, to their mines, whatever they want to do. I also added 2 ways they can get out of the house. They got the main entrance at the front there, then they also have this corridor leading into the mountain, so they can go into the mountain, wander around underground for a bit if they want to, and then they can come back during the night time and just chill out outside. Here is the carrot farm, you can see on the left here, and on the right is a way into a mine. On the inside though, not really sure what zombies like on their interiors, so I just placed a load of random stuff that I thought they may like. It's not the biggest of houses, so there wasn't that much room for stuff, and it's quite basic, but zombies are quite basic, let's be honest. They're not really intelligent. So the final house is quite unique and different in comparison to most houses I build. As you can see here, we've got the shutters over the windows because they don't want any light coming in, and they've also got all these corridors with big roofs protecting them from the daylight. In here is the entrance where there are no doors because zombies hate doors. They always try and break them down. We've got a carrot farm here so they can eat all their carrots, and down here, I've not actually dug it, but you could build down into a mine where they can go mine all their gold ore. Inside, very basic, got some human heads from people they've slain, golden nuggets, their precious golden nuggets, and golden armor and gold blocks where they make the golden nuggets from, all here. Chest to keep their gold nuggets in, and the carrots, anvil, all you really need. Upstairs, we've got some more chests, a nice little rug, and here they can look out in the daytime whilst not getting burned, so they can check what's going on in the world, see if there's any humans or villages they can go knock the doors down on. And here is where they would go into the cave system, which obviously hasn't been built yet, but could be built at a later date. They've also got a secret stash of gold up there, because why not? A house fit for a zombie, sunproof, without wearing sun cream. Next up, we have slimes. These guys love jumping, and that's really about it. So what type of house do we build for these boring jumping legends? I know, how about a tall house? That's right, we're going to build a really tall house where there's high ceilings so they can jump around as much as they want, as let's be real, that's all they really do. Of course, I decided to build it out of green, and I used emerald blocks as well as some green concrete to make a quite nice looking house with some quartz stairs for the roof, because they don't really make any green stairs in Minecraft, at least not in vanilla. So I built this sort of free stacked house Very weird and different to anything I've built before. And then in the inside, I used some nice birch planks, and I had this massive staircase going all the way up to the top floor, keeping it very open planned and plenty of space for the slimes to jump. You'll see here as we go through that I also added in some water coming down, because I don't know why, but I think slimes might like water. Something to do with the swamp biomes that they spawn in occasionally. Very tall ceilings, very light inside, and a perfect place for slimes to live. Let's go have a look around. So here it is, the big house. It looks like 3 houses that have been copied and pasted into each other, but I quite like it. It looks pretty cool, I think. Got a nice little pathway with some flowers leading up to it, and then inside, the staircase leading all the way to the top. We got some basic materials. We got these water bits here, which I'll show you in a second. Nice little living area, plenty of space, very spacious indeed, this house. So these water bits, they just sort of drop through the floor here. There's one going all the way from the top. Most people could just use these as sort of like an elevator to get down quickly. Maybe the little slimes will use them to do that. On this floor, we've got a little enchanting area plus some slime blocks so they can, you know, just bounce around a bit more off the walls. Although it doesn't look like they actually work like that, so never mind. But once again, they have no interests. They're just boring and slippery and jumpy. But we gave them a bed. Anyway, some lime green beds and some diamond armor, because you never know. You never know. A big green house, though, for our slime brethren to live in. Our 5th and final mob today is the skeleton. These guys love archery, hate people, and occasionally ride weird animals. So at this point, my brain was fried, and I'd been building for already 5 hours. So I decided to build these skeletons a castle to live in, because they can have walls around the castle to defend themselves from people. At the top here, you can see some nice windows where they can shoot out of with their bow and arrows to shoot at those people who want to come and have a look at the castle. Also, because castles have courtyards, there's plenty of space for all the things they would ever want in there, which also meant I completely ran out of ideas of what to put inside the house, as I kind of put it all in the courtyard, which is kind of stupid of me. But here you see a lovely wall being built where the skeletons can fend off against unwanted guests. I also changed the grass on the floor here to something, I can't remember what it was, I think it was brick. It was brick, look at that, there it is. And added in a barn for where they can keep their skeleton horses. I also added in an archery training zone with a little target so they can shoot at that with their bow and arrows. Plus some trees as well, because skeletons, although they are aggressive, they also want to keep this castle looking nice. That tree was a bit too big, but I couldn't help it. Let's go have a look around. The final castle, hidden behind this massive tree that Blumming spawned in, looks very nice, however. Lots of space for activities here. Very well protected in this flat biome. They can look out across all the different areas and see if anything's coming and then shoot their arrows at them. Over here we have our archery training ground where we've got this big, massive target that they can practice their archery skills. And over here we have our barn where they keep their skeleton horses to ride out and go aggressive against people. We've also got a pile of gravel over here. Why, you ask? Well, we've got a shovel here so they can get their flint to make their arrows. Lovely. They can also use the trees to make the arrows as well. Should have put some chickens in, didn't think of that. Inside, we've got their chainmail armor that they occasionally like to wear, plus the basics of what they would need, and a bow and arrow over the exit so they don't forget. Got a nice little living room over here where they can sit around and talk about archery, and upstairs, a lovely little bedroom with nothing in it because they're boring creatures. Didn't actually put anything on this floor up here, so let's just forget about that floor. But from the top, they can look out and shoot their arrows, although they'd have to fly up there. Didn't really think about that one. But there you have it, the skeleton castle, fit for all their archery needs. So there you have it, guys. I hope you did enjoy the 5 builds here today. Thank you so much for some awesome suggestions that you've been giving me recently. If you've got any more, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll give you a little shout out at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment, and I'll see you another time. Goodbye.